Hello guys, we're in Zhangjiajie. Woo! I just arrived at the top. It was a 3-hour hike from the bottom of the park. Um, so yeah, now I'm in the natural park. It's pretty big. Um, yeah, I just struggled a little bit to buy a ticket, but because apparently I had still Hong Kong dollars and they didn't like that. They only wanted RMB. So yeah, so that took me a while to get that sorted, but I got it sorted in the end, so that's nice. Um, yeah, to get here was 3 hour walk. It was pretty easy walk. It was really well, aménagé. It was really well constructed. The road here, like you walk on pretty much you walk on, yeah, you walk on steps, and it's crazy. Like even yeah, it's like done so everyone can come and see this place, which I find is really cool because as many people as possible should have the right to see this place. Or what I'm yeah. Um, so yeah, I arrived in Zhangjiajie city um, yesterday, no, or the day before, but I arrived at midnight, so technically yesterday. And I stayed at this geographer hostel, which is which is really cool. Uh, yeah, it's a dorm. I'm sleeping in a dorm, so there's a few other people there. Yesterday it was raining, so I didn't have the chance to get out in the natural park. So I decided to just like stroll around in the city, and I went to see a museum that was made by the Chinese state. Yeah, by the state. Um, and it portrayed the evolution of humanity from like the dinosaurs and how they got wiped out. They had like fossils and stuff like this, and then it also showed like more recent times. Yeah, and they showed how the heritage of the Chinese people pretty much, and they had like objects from every time period. I don't really remember like the name of all the time periods, but yeah, and they even had a section that was dedicated to the future for China, what they looked to achieve. I think that's pretty cool. They really, you really get the sense that they're striving for something, yeah, something beautiful, something, yeah. And like if they can achieve it, that's another matter, of course. But it looks a bit that way because when you travel around in China, you always see everywhere you go, you see buildings being built and like roads, and everywhere you just see them building crazy amount of stuff. Um, yeah, it was quite easy to get here. I arrived by train from Xiamen. Actually, I started from Golangyu, so I had to take the boat, and I had like 20 minutes to take my train, so I was a bit stressed there. But yeah, I got to take my train to Shansheng, yeah, and then I took the bus from there to to this place. Yeah, I'm trying to say Zhangjiajie as little as possible because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's written like a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to pronounce. Yeah. Mm, it's really I really like it's so different when you come out in the nature because you get a lot of time to reflect on things and like where what you see, and yeah, I had a really interesting analogy when I was walking up here. Yeah, I was just thinking that okay, this is gonna sound like really stupid, but like people are just stem cells, like just a bunch of stem cells, and yeah, even yeah. So if you think that every human is just like a stem cell, then you can imagine that when a lot of humans come together, they can create something quite extraordinary. And I think that in the future, um, humans should connect as much as possible, and yeah, be able to create an organism even more complex. So I think like the internet and steps like this is just a step on the way, and I think it'd be really cool if we could become a more complex organism, and uh, and and yeah, hey, and yeah, develop and travel like even bigger spaces like the universe maybe. But for that we need to be united, and yeah, I think that's we got a problem when you read the news, you see the divisions in among like different countries and even within the country. But I think we need to remind ourselves that what the end goal is, and we have to maybe like set up an end goal. Yeah, and yeah, I had another interesting idea, because hey, I'm just talking about this because my brother he asked me about it. He said he really liked last time when I had some reflections. So I'm just gonna give you another reflection that I had, and it's like I don't know. I just got it like maybe an hour ago, so so it's not that developed maybe yet. But it's something like this, that there's a lot of inequalities, right, in society. You know, people accumulate wealth, and I think we don't really have the tools to deal with this. And I think one of the tools could be like maybe when everyone turns 20 or like around 20, they get a bunch of money, and they're allowed to do something with it. Like they can travel the world, they can buy some property or something. And I think that would really give a meaning to like education, because you just spent 18 years, you know, getting educated, and yeah, then you get a bunch of money and you can do whatever you want with it. That'd be amazing. You'd just be motivated. I think that would be because when people they're in school, they're not at all motivated. A lot of the time, it's difficult to just learn, because somewhere in the future you're gonna get a job and get money. It's really hard to imagine. But if you get like, of course, this is not possible in like poor countries for sure. But yeah, if the state had would give everyone money when they're like, in their 20s, and they can do amazing stuff with it, I think that would really motivate people to become, because when you travel like this, you're just like, damn, I know so little about the world. You just want to learn more and more. So I think it's really inspiring, and yeah, of course, everyone doesn't want to travel and you know leave their country, but that's not the point. They just don't have. I think they just need a mean when they're like 20, so they can see what they want to do with their lives. So yeah, that's it for my for my thoughts that I'm gonna give this vlog. Yeah. So back to what I'm doing. So I'm gonna visit this park tomorrow. Also, I'm gonna go to another area, which is a lot more popular. So I think there's gonna be a lot more people there. And then the last day I'm here, I'm gonna take the lift. That actually there's a cabin lift, like the ski lift, you know, the cabin. It goes from the city, from where I'm staying, like maybe a 10-minute walk, and you can take it up into the mountains, and it leaves you. But there needs to be like clear weather, because if there are clouds, then it's not that good. That's what I've heard. So yeah, I'm gonna do that the last day, and then after that, I'm gonna go on a cruise on the Yangtze River. So I'm really looking forward to that, and oof, it's tough to plan it because I don't really know where I'm gonna get. I haven't booked it yet, so I'm gonna have to book that also these next few days. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to cruising the Yangtze River. Yeah. So see you next time.